It's Wednesday, March 16th. At dialysis. Piper has been in there like an hour now. Liz had went off to the Ritz. She has a massage appointment. I think she's doing that now. So she went over to do a massage and then is coming back. She'll be back before Piper's done. And then I'm gonna go off to work at B Kitchen after this. So we actually have 2 cars here today. But anyway, I wanted to kind of take this opportunity to go over the numbers. And when I say the numbers, give you an idea of what we're talking about. I'm gonna roll up the window. Sorry about that. Just kind of loud. Okay, so the numbers, I'll as I'm talking about it, I'll try to put the charts on the screen for you. But just to give you an idea of what we look at every week, it's in categories. Basically, it's sodium, potassium, chloride, carbon dioxide, glucose, the BUN, creatinine, albumin, calcium, and phosphorus. So this week, the sodium level is at 136. Normal is 136 through 149. So, she's at the very bottom of normal. Last week, it was 140. So that has gone down a little bit. The potassium is at 5.2 this week. These results that I'm giving right now are actually from last week. The results came out Monday. So the results that I'm giving you is actually for last week. But we get the numbers this week. The potassium is now at 5.2. Normal is 3.9 through 5.7. Our last number we got, so 2 weeks ago, was 4.1. So that's gone up in a week, a good notch. The chloride is at 97. Last week it was 102. So that has gone down. Carbon dioxide is at 20. Normal is 23 through 30. The previous number was 19.3. So that's gone up, which is a good thing. The glucose is at 111, and the normal is 70 through 110. That's down from last week, was at 121. So that's a move in a good direction. The BUN, the BUN and the creatinine is the big numbers that are the problem numbers. The BUN is normal is 7 through 18. Her level is 94. The previous number we got was 90. So it has gone up, and that's not good. This is the big number that it's like the blood waste. When she first went in the hospital, this is the number that was way off the charts. Like, as you can see, 7 through 18 is normal. When she went in the hospital, her level was like 167. It was something extremely far off of the charts. So we have it at 94 now. It was 90 the previous, so it's going up. That's not good. The creatinine level right now is at 3.45. That's not good. The previous week it was 3.08, so that has gone up in a bad direction. Let's just go through all of these. The albumin, I believe it's pronounced, is at 3.9. That has stayed the same from the previous. Calcium, 9.1, which is in normal range. The previous number was 9.0. I guess that's a good direction to move. It's more towards the center of normal. The phosphorus is at 5.6. Previous week it was 3.8. So that's one of the things that we look for with food. So since that was low, it's gone up to a more normal level, but we still have to watch that intake, phosphorus intake. So as far as like what we've been doing, like what we can do to keep her levels down through food, we've been doing our thing. Sodium is down, potassium's normal. Potassium fluctuates pretty good. Like I said, last week was 4.1. This week's 5.2. It's higher side of normal, whereas last week was the lower side of normal. So we just try to keep it in. You know, if it's on the higher side, potassium higher side of normal, then we'll watch that intake. If it's on the lower side, then we'll let her have, an extra avocado or, a potato or something like that. The concern is the BUN and the creatinine. These are the levels that the lupus is attacking the kidneys. These are like the levels of... I look at these numbers as like what the disease is doing to her. And the treatments, when they go down, is what's kind of helping or not, The BUN has gotten down, I think, to like 18 at one point. We were like, yeah, that's awesome, Actually, I don't think it was that low. I'm going to go ahead and say it was as low as 60, because I think I'm thinking 18 because that's the top of normal. I don't think she's gotten down to normal ever. But I think it was down to like 60. I think that's a safe bet to say. But now it's at 94. And the creatinine level is, that's off the charts too, at 3.45. So those are the numbers that are concerning. That's what we keep an eye on. That's what we have zero control over. That's the stuff that's lupus territory, doctor territory, and out of my comprehension. The things I can do are watch her diet and watch the dietary numbers and take care of that as need be. But considering these numbers just don't want to chill and keep fluctuating off the charts in the high spot, is what leads Liz and I to think that kidney transplant is probably going to be sooner than later. We're just being patient and doing what we're told and having Piper do what they want us to do, and looking at those two numbers, that's kind of what's making us think that it's leaning towards a kidney transplant sooner than later. So of course I will let you guys know if that is the case. I mean, any new things I'll put on here for you to know. Yeah, kidney transplant, when I first heard that word, it just scared the shit out of me. And it's like, it's just so unfair for her to go through this type of stuff. But you know, now that I understand what's going on a little bit better, and I know that we know that the lupus is specifically in her kidneys, because she's done every other test under the sun to find out if it's anywhere else, and there hasn't been any evidence of the lupus being anywhere but the kidneys. I'm starting to feel like maybe, you know, the kidney transplant might be better sooner than later, because of lupus notoriously being understood, but what is understood, misunderstood I should say, but what is understood is it skips around. From what I heard, lupus can just skip around in the body. So I'm starting to think that maybe, you know, cutting that out is probably going to be the way to go. That's what we plan on hearing, you know, because we've also been told that the scarring in the kidneys doesn't repair, and there was 70% scarring in the biopsy tissue, so they have to assume there's 70% scarring all through the kidneys. And I think, you know, doing the dialysis and doing the drugs and doing the steroids is a way for them to see if it's working with the levels of, you know, her BUN and her creatinine. So yeah, unfortunately I think that's the way it's gonna be. That's the way things are kind of rolling. With that in mind, I also want to thank all you guys for the continued support of us. It's been unbelievable. I don't know what we would do without you guys and the support that you've given us. The support just keeps coming in, and I guess I can only speak for myself. I'm humbled and speechless and as thankful as I possibly can be. The sincerity of your guys' help has been unbelievable, especially, you know, people I work with. Your support has been unbelievable, and I can't say thank you enough. And the only thing that we really can do, and we think about you every day. We've been crafting up some things for thank yous to everybody that sent Piper something, everybody that sent us a donation. We'll have just little small gifts, but it's also to create lupus awareness as well. So a lot like this disease and this situation, it takes a lot of patience and a lot of just waiting and seeing. So these gifts that we're crafting up for everyone, they take a little bit of time, and you'll see once we start sending that out, we'll let you know what that is. if I don't have your address, then I will request it from you, because I just want everybody to have one of these gifts that's not only a thank you, but also something to create awareness for lupus, for something that can happen to, what we thought a perfectly healthy kid, and now our world is completely different now because of this, and it will be. And yeah, we just can't say thank you enough. And considering that we're working on these things all the time, we have you in mind all the time. We think about everybody that cares, and anybody that's just sent in anything, and some people have just sent in like way too much, and that is what makes me speechless, and I don't even know what to say about some of that stuff. But yeah, this is a long road. We know it's a long road, and we're just gonna keep the course. And if there's anything that I can do for anybody, any of you guys, I'm more than happy to do that. But I'm gonna cut it off for now. Hopefully these numbers give you an idea of what it is that we're looking at weekly. And any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer any and all questions. But yeah, that's it for now. Until next time, love you guys. Bye.